Welcome, I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and today I have got my co-host here in person, which is absolutely fantastic. Now we've got some breaking news about Shavez Anwar, and we're going to tell you all about it. We've got leaked videos, we've got correspondence with the FMA, and I've even written them an in-depth reply about what's actually been happening, and I've also provided them additional information. Now, the purpose of this video is sort of quite ironical, Rob.
Ironical.
Because we gave a barreling of information to the FMA probably about 8 months ago. Sorry, I'd lie. Probably about 8 weeks ago. And they've finally come back and issued a warning. But since they've issued the warning, other opportunities to invest your money have come out from Shavez, including an amazing documentary style video by Brunenberg fully exposing Shavez and his activities.
I saw that. Did you see that? I saw that.
Did you?
You were on it.
Yeah, Brunenberg.
Yeah.
Over 600 people have actually viewed the video so far. If you want to find that video, you can go to dehek.com. It's on the homepage of my website.
Only 600.
On
your site.
600,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the first thing is we just like to have a minute of silence here. Shavez.
He's in bed. That's a hospital.
Yeah. And he's still smoking.
Mate. Unbelievable. How come he's in hospital? Is that real? Well, that's not real, but that's a real fact thing.
Yeah, well, we're not sure if it's a cover-up because when Sam Lee went missing, I got a phone call from the IRS telling me they had some good news. They said that Sam Lee had been detained in Dubai, and I did a video about it, and I was really excited about it, Rob. And then I found out that he actually has been detained for 60 days. Now,
What, in prison?
Yeah, come out with a prison haircut. Not like yours.
Did he have his own soap?
Don't know, but it's really interesting because obviously Sam Lee got detained for 60 days. I thought it was just 7 days. And then when he was on the documentary with Brunenberg with me, we went together because he doesn't like me for some reason. Long story short, though, I actually believe that there is a possibility that they're making up a bit of a smokescreen story. Excuse the pun. See the smokescreen.
That's smooth, mate.
I reckon that there is a possibility that Shavez Anwar has actually been detained because Sam Lee got detained by Interpol because they issued a red notice on him. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're just putting that out there to cover up the fact that he's been detained. Now, that could be hypothetical, made up, but very exciting if it's true, and I wanted to share it with you guys.
Hold on. You think that they've detained Chavez, and that's why they're saying that he's in hospital?
That's right. Because I know how these scammers, these professional manipulators work, Rob.
Yeah. Yes. So there was some meeting or something in Dubai.
Yes,
I'm getting ahead of myself.
well, you said you didn't want me to tell you anything about what we're about to discuss because you wanted to do this totally blank.
Yes, can't get any more blank than me.
Yeah, but you've just sort of told them what's going to happen.
No. Well, that's the only thing I knew.
Right. So what we did discover, and this is a bit boring, but this is a blog that I wrote about the Zig Chain Summit in Dubai 2025.
Oh, that'd be boring.
Zig Chain is part of another company that looks like they provided Shavez a white label version of Protocol Yield. We found Protocol Yield software to be identical to Zig Chain's software. So we notified Zig Chain and we said, hey, Shavez Anwar is claiming that he has developed Protocol Yield, but when we look at the technical data and all the buttons that go bing, it looked identical to the white label service that they were offering.
So are you suggesting that Chavez may have pirated the software?
Well, there's a few scenarios.
And changed it.
Well, he could just claiming that he's got some form of going to be released software that isn't quite ready yet. And then they go out there and they sell all these licenses to people hoping that's going to do something, but it never eventuates. That's happened before. We found that with Boomerang 1. And Protocol Yield is actually Boomerang 2.0, but looks nothing like Boomerang.
Woo.
Woo.
Protocol Yield is Boomerang reincarnated.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I did not know.
Oh, it's hard to know because theoretically it's Boomerang 2.0, but they come out with a new name,
Why?
new branding. Well, it is so complicated. So
They've lost the koala. They can't lose the bloody koala. That's like Nike getting rid of the swoosh.
Actually, I don't even think I've actually got a tab open with Protocol Yield open. Would have to actually look for it. But anyway, so what I did originally, and you won't be able to see this unless I put that in my pocket, but I think it's worth adding up a little bit. Let's just see if I can do this without destroying my setup here. Oh, there we go. Rightio. So we've got a blog on the wall, which I can make a bit bigger. Oh, hold it. Don't want to lose it. This could go wrong.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're in the window. All right. So Protocol Yield.
A Ponzi scheme disguised as innovation.
Oh, my reading voice is good today. Okay.
Shavez Anwar's latest venture, Protocol Yield, is presented as an advanced social finance platform. But don't be fooled. Beneath the polished branding lies a plagiarized white-labeled replica of Zignali's own B2B, business-to-business infrastructure, the same Zignali now powering the ZigChain ecosystem.
Wow. So, yeah, is that all you've read? I see. So, yeah, all right, that was great. So we got this next bit here. It says, well, when I saw the white labeled service, I decided it would be a good idea to book myself a demo.
Oh, no. As you do.
As you do. So I got through, made an appointment, and then I got a reply back from David. I can't say
Rodriguez.
And he's part of the Zignally team, which is part of ZigChain. It's all zig something, zig this, zig that. And he basically apologized that he missed the meeting, which I forgot to go to anyway. But it gave me an opportunity to actually email him and said, hey, have you seen these videos of Shavez claiming that he actually owns your software? And he's the software developer, and his software development team's been working bloody hard. And here's some videos to watch, the whole 9 yards. Spilt the beans to him. And then he came back.
Are you suggesting that Chavez was telling Porky Pies when he was saying that his team developed it?
That's exactly what I'm impersonating here.
That's terrible.
There we go. Yeah, so that was quite interesting, but that gave me an opportunity to write back to David and say blah, 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 blah. And then he wrote back to me going, oh my God.
Oh my God.
He said, what the hell's that guy doing?
Actually, with a name like Rodriguez, he probably went, oh my God.
He could have done it. I didn't actually hear him say it. I was reading the words.
Oh, okay.
So that got interesting. So now we come to the ZigChain Summit. We didn't get a reply from David. We didn't get a reply from David. However, we've now noticed that
What, at all?
LQuid Pay is one of their sponsors.
Who sponsors?
ZigChain Summit.
What?
Yes. So that's kind of like, hold it a minute. Not only did we discover...
Back up the donkey.
Yeah. Not only did we discover that they were using the white label service and Shavez team didn't create it, but now we find that ZigChain has Shavez been a sponsor at the ZigChain Summit.
So Chavez could have legitimately bought and then changed that software.
Yeah, well, white label service mean he would have been able to put his own branding and skin on it.
Yeah.
Yep, and he could have just hired somebody to come up, and whatever the software does, I don't even really know.
Yeah.
So it's quite amazing for us.
It's essentially based on the look. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the claim is what it does. So
here's where things get worse.
Yeah. So now we've found that if you look at LQuid Pay on Twitter, they've lost their Twitter handle. They've been blocked and suspended by Twitter. So now their Twitter handle is LQuid Pay DEO Bank, and that's still active.
Deo.
So we have now found there's been 3 Twitter handles suspended. Well, this is the 3rd one. So for something's going on.
And do you remember when Chavez had that fixation with bananas?
Yes, and we're not going there, Rob, because we've got a lot of data to go through tonight, all right?
Sorry.
I brought you here.
Yep.
It's a bit of a buffer.
Yep.
Yeah, and now you're just being a bit silly. Yeah, all right? Just behave yourself here.
No worries.
So it confirms two things. Do you want to read that? You're better at reading me.
This confirms one of two things. One, Zignali, ZigChain, has knowingly partnered with a known financial criminal, or two, or they are being grossly negligent with their vetting process while welcoming bad actors into their ecosystem, says Danny de Hek.
Did he? Maybe.
I
So the next thing is Shavez disappears. Trends shit takes over.
I saw a photo of him the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't missed a meal, has he?
Oh, is he quite big?
I'm not saying a word.
Yeah. I'm not going to say a word either, actually.
I can't.
I was just going to say that the word I was going to say is the kid will call him the cat black, but it's okay. It's all right. Well, I'm a bit big too. We're all a bit big. All right. So now what we've found is BTCC, the worthless token, the game of Monopoly that everyone thinks they're playing that's going to make them build their generational wealth.
Yeah.
The price of the BTC token that got up to $1.60 has now plummeted.
160.
160.
Yeah.
Is now down to a break even on 100. I haven't updated that.
105.
No,
break even.
100.
What?
150.
Oh, it's gone further down.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Right. So you wrote, got you.
Yeah. So I'm going to actually bring that.
No, it's still going down.
Yeah. And then that was when we started thinking something's going down. But what they've done.
BTCC is going down.
What they've done is they've made it that people can buy into this new protocol yield thing using their BTC because people can't do anything with their BTCC. So they come up with a new opportunity where people can use their BTCC. And what they're encouraging, and we've got the videos to prove this. So what they're encouraging people to do.
Hold on.
Yep.
So they can buy into protocol yield, which is actually Boomerang 2, using their BTCC coin. And do they have to add anything else in? Like can they purchase in with 100% BTCC?
Well, it gets a bit more sick than this. It's complicated, and even Grace, what's in the video that we're about to watch, is finding it confusing herself. She's got $10,000 worth of BTC.
She's a judge, former judge.
She's got $10,000 worth of BTCC users, and she doesn't know whether she should buy $100 licenses 100 times and then try and find friends and family, which she won't have, to sell them to so she can get USDT in. Because the only way you're going to get any money out of this platform is finding some idiot out there that has.
To sell it to someone else for essentially real money.
You've got it. So if we go to the website today, and we're doing this live, I haven't seen this before the video. We go to COD 20, and is it under 100 yet? No, it's gone up. It's gone up a little bit.
Is it?
Yep. So it's actually 102, so we can go like that. But it's gone down from when I were reading the blog.
Hey, the never changing graph changes now.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. So what we found is obviously the price has plummeted, and we worked it out today. It was actually 33% plummeted within 2 weeks, which is quite dramatic for a standalone blockchain that only dumb people are part of. It's not, you can't take your money out of this blockchain. You're stuck once you've got your money in there. USDD goes in and never comes out. It's like Hotel California, but blockchain style.
Yeah, and of course there were so many things that were influencing that price, including how many people would purchase miners. In fact, nobody really worked out how that worked, did it? Because you could purchase miners, and we thought that influenced the BTCC price, and you could harvest as well.
Every time something happens, it gets confusing.
Yeah.
One thing we did like though, so that's just an update on the connection between protocol yield, which isn't Chavez's. He's using a white label service. The company that obviously theoretically has been providing the white label service is now letting him sponsor their event in Dubai, which is finished. It started on the 29th, finished on the 1st, I think, maybe the 2nd, not sure. And then we've also had BTCC plummet, and we've also got Shavez allegedly sick in hospital, but I personally believe he's been deducted by Interpol.
Deducted? Is that like abducted?
Same
but
thing.
They only took part of you?
So we were going through the footage, looking at the 5-hour launch of their summit, and we saw, well, I can't take the credit, but I did find them as well. I got some credit, but
5?
Crypto G found Kalpesh Patel walking around the audience eating ice creams.
No way.
Serious. That's amazing. So technically, all these
He's got that licked, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, could be. So that was interesting because Kalpesh Patel, if you don't know and you've just tuned into the World Wide Web of crypto investment scams, Kalpesh Patel was in bed with another guy called Keith Williams, who's a minute of
Not
silence.
literally in bed.
You never know. They're pretty scummy, these guys. Don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
so they had this guy at this event called Slasher, and
Stasher.
whatever his name was, man, he was like
It's like-
full on. He was yelling down the microphone, and he had all these young people that for once in the meeting there was young people involved in the crypto instead of somebody over 50 plus. So the demographics of the audience they were marketing to at this event was the younger people, and they're all like the
in Dubai.
Yep. So that was quite cool. So we've seen this guy David, who I've seen photos of in this seminar because he had his name tag on. And I got a photo of him.
Oh, you saw that, David?
That David, Rod Ziegler.
Rodriguez.
So he hasn't come back to us. I've emailed him 3 times, and hence why I did this blog. But this podcast is only going to get better because that's just a blog. So I woke up this morning, and I got this email, as you do, from the FMA. And it says,
New
please.
Zealand Financial Markets Authority.
So it's one of our regulated bodies here. Now, you might think New Zealand, who cares about our FMA? Well, if you've been following the scam as long as I have, the origins of it start with Sam Lee, Ryan Jew, and Alan I can't remember his last name. Huh?
Gal.
No. And he was in Melbourne. What?
Gal. Gao.
Oh, you're right. Is that how you pronounce it?
Thank you.
Oh, right. And Alan
Go.
has got about allegedly $14 million of money, and they've actually detained his passport from him because they're still theoretically investigating him, and they believe he's a flight risk. So we've had Ryan Jew and Sam Lee and Alan whatever was
Gal.
Gal. He's obviously stuck in Australia, but we don't know where Ryan Jew is. But if you do, let me know. I would love to know that. And the second thing is Sam disappeared for 8 months and then popped up in Dubai and then launched Hyper One. And then he launched Stable Opinion, and then he launched Satoshi Roundtable with Square Table, and then he went into We Are All Satoshi. So it's sort of all originated from Australia and let's say New Zealand. So it is sort of interesting. It is quite likely that New Zealand's going to offer warnings. What are you going on about?
That's all right. It's gone.
Is it?
Not really.
Okay. So I got this email from the FMA. Now, this is what happens when you're the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, is you get personal emails from the FMA, which is fantastic. But as I said at the beginning of this video, it's sort of like it's the ambulance at the bottom of the cliff. I mean, here they are putting out a warning about LQuid Pay. Bloomberg has already done 2 videos on it, and I was featured in one of them. Bloomberg did the investigation on 9Pay. Now, 9Pay was Chavez's Visa-backed credit card.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and they thought it'd be a good idea to ring up Visa and say, hey Visa, what's the story of you and Chavez and this new 9Pay card? And they went, hello, who are you? What? We know nothing. They said, we're going to...
9Pay who?
They did. They even did a public statement, which they don't normally do because he's not a customer of theirs. And they said, we don't know who the hell this Shavez Anwar is, and we have known nothing, and we're not affiliated with 9Pay.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. They said, nothing at all. So then what did Shavez do? Oh my God, we've been busted on Bloomberg. He rebranded the company a week later, and now it's called LQuid Pay.
Really?
Sorry? LQuid Pay. Yeah.
So 9Pay became like LQuid Pay.
LQuid Pay. Yeah.
LQuid.
Yeah, and he never gave any reason why. It was like no one really questioned, why did you rebrand something?
They don't, do they?
No, and no one blinks.
Lemmings.
It's like they're just like monsters that keep coming out of, like they do. They're like those
Zombies.
Yeah, zombies.
Yeah.
They keep coming out of the woodwork. You whack these. So that was quite exciting. So anyway, good on them for doing it. I know they've got to research stuff. They don't put these warnings out lightly. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that up. Rob's going to hopefully give us a read of it. We'll switch screeny-reenies.
No, it said Liquid Finance trading as LQuid Pay or LQuid Pay.
Oh.
Suspected scam, false compliance claims, unregistered provider. LQuid Pay claims to offer cryptocurrency payment cards in New Zealand, but it is not registered to provide the service in New Zealand. LQuid Pay has claimed on social media that it is fully compliant with New Zealand's laws and it holds a registered New Zealand trademark. The FMA requested LQuid Pay to provide explanation and evidence to substantiate their claims above. LQuid Pay has failed to provide a response to our request. We therefore suspect that claims made are false and misleading. Making false and misleading statements, particularly information relating to compliance in any jurisdiction, like those made by LQuid Pay mentioned above, is a common technique used by scam operations to create an air of legitimacy of their business. LQuid Pay is not authorised to provide financial services in New Zealand, and we do not believe it holds any New Zealand trademark.
Right. Now, because we have got people who know people and we are very sneaky people, we actually have videos of somebody called Shavez claiming that he has a New Zealand trademark.
Do you?
Yeah. So here, and let's just say people from the FMA have seen that video, they have made a point. They don't normally do this. They say doesn't hold any New Zealand trademark. And I think that's quite important. But that was great. So there's the warning. It was pretty good. Now, you can either ignore those warnings or say the FMA doesn't know anything about crypto investments. And, you can take it as a grain of salt because, there's a lady here in Christchurch who is promoting this like there's no tomorrow.
In Christchurch?
Yeah, there's quite a few in Christchurch promoting it. And they will have to think, how would you read that warning, which is for the FMA, actually quite a substantial chunk of cheese.
Well, considering most of them are one sentence. That is actually quite in depth.
That would have taken months of research. Well, it took them 8 weeks at least.
Yeah, they would have had a big powwow around the conference table for that one.
Yeah. So interesting enough, it has been a good thing for them to do that, but I don't think it's quite good enough. And I'm not going to smack their hands because they've given us a pretty good thing. So the next thing is, I thought it would be a good idea, and I didn't think Rob was coming tonight because he had a smashing headache a wee while ago. But I want you, if you can read from that angle there, is that going to be easy to read? Because I thought I'd just explain this a bit.
Yeah.
I'm taking it to another level because I actually have 3 or 4 people I actually correspond with at the FMA, and Rob has actually written to some of these people before.
Oh, ages ago.
So I thought, so they can get up to speed with what's happening with protocol yield, I thought I'd give them a little update on what else has been happening. And also, I know that Shavez from hospital is probably watching this on his iPhone going, I hate Danny and I'm going to sue him, like he said he was going to in the Bloomberg video, but I haven't received any correspondence from any lawyers yet.
Oh, I know. I'm quite disappointed by that.
I saw him on TV raving about how he's I'm going to sue him. So I thought I'd give the FMA another hurry up on protocol yield. And not only that, Rob, I provided videos of them showing the commission structure. And that's what this video is actually more about than anything, is how much money do you think these bottom feeders actually get when they're telling you should get a fake credit card? Because they're all about the sale and the commission. They don't care the credit card's going to go bankrupt and you're going to lose all your money, and you do KYC and they know where you live. They'll sell your KYC details to the Russians or to what's the other one? China?
The Russians.
Even Donald Trump, so he can put a tariff on you when you go and visit him. Tariff?
I wish I could impersonate Donald Trump right now.
What would he say? Good job.
They're going to scam you like no one has ever scammed before.
Yeah, you can't do it, eh?
I can't.
It's not that. No, I can't do it. He's a really original. And you haven't got the hairdo.
We haven't got the hair, full stop.
So hopefully Rob can read this. I can get the computer to read if you want.
No, she's fine.
All right.
Hi, Rika, Samantha, and Nick. Thank you sincerely for issuing the public warning about LQuid Pay. That's a huge step forward in holding these scammers accountable. Alerts like these are a vital part of helping us expose fraudulent operations before everyday investors fall victim. My team of Avengers and I genuinely appreciate the FMA's support. I'm now writing to strongly encourage your office to consider a formal warning about protocol yield, another scam that appears to be run by the same network led by Shavez Anwar. Despite the rebranding and continual shifting of platforms, the fraud blueprint remains the same. Protocol Yield is promoting AI-based copy trading with no regulatory oversight, claiming to operate as a licensed broker with Binance and Bybit without proof, offering 300% affiliate commissions via a stake-to-rank system, onboarding investors using fake KYC. I keep on thinking of KY jelly when
I think it's KYC, especially where mine's are. Right?
KFC.
Oh.
Yeah, both are greasy. What? I'm bored.
Yeah.
Not near.
Okay.
I'm boarding investors using fake KYC.
Okay.
KYC support. Sessions and USDT wallet funding, plagiarizing legal documentation from Signali's terms of service, falsely claiming to have built their platform in-house when it appears to be white-labeled tech. Shavez Anwar, the orchestrator of this setup, has been exposed repeatedly. As you may have seen, Bloomberg TV featured both Shavez, Sam Lee, and myself in an investigative segment.
Yep.
To make matters worse, LQuid Pay, the rebranded face of the previously exposed 9Pay, is now being promoted as a platinum sponsor at the Zig Chain Summit Dubai 2025, a blockchain showcase hosted by Signali. I've documented this disturbing partnership in a detailed expose here.
Take a breath if you like. So that links off to the vlog that we just read before. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, additionally,
I published a breakdown of their most recent Zoom call where investors were being walked through a suspicious onboarding process under the guise of KYC support. And just within the last 12 hours, we obtained a video featuring David Brunenberg, one of the key promoters who represented the company in Dubai. In the video, he outlines exactly how LQuid Pay's commission structure works, confirming this is a multi-level affiliate model disguised as fintech. This footage directly supports the claims in your public warning. It's a textbook MLM payout structure being presented to investors as a passive income crypto opportunity, the same formula that has wiped out life savings for thousands of people across previous schemes. Separately, I've been hearing unconfirmed reports that Shavez may currently be in hospital or under some form of detention, similar to what happened to Sam Lee, who was held for 60 days. Meanwhile, their in-house token, BTCC, has plummeted from $160 to $105 in 2 weeks, suggesting deeper instability within the fraud ecosystem. If you or your team would like more evidence or a full breakdown of the people involved, I would be happy to share everything I've compiled, including documented investor losses, fake company registrations, and plagiarized content. Thank you again for your continued support. I believe a protocol yield warning could prevent a major wave of future victims. Best regards, Danny de Hek, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger.
Yeah, so that's what we sent them. It wasn't bad for Danny who can't spell.
And I know you wrote that all yourself without the help of AI.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I do everything. So then it gets a little bit better, guys. So what we want, this isn't going to go for long. We're just about going to go, but we managed to get into another video. This one is actually of, let's go theater mode. Oh yeah, it's better. So this is just a minute 45 of the confirmation that Shavez is sick.
Yeah, he's back in. I'm coughing a little, still a little bit coughing, but
Coughing.
yeah, you're suffering what?
Coughing. He got the flu. He got the flu.
You know, from the air conditioning and...
He got the flu.
Oh, the land of air conditioning. That's what I call Dubai.
So David is the guy that's replaced Shavez at this conference. David seems like he's heavily involved in it now.
He's the one at the bottom on the right.
Yep, he's what we used to call the Hobbit.
Land of air conditioning.
Yeah. But it was a fantastic time there. We really...
fantastic time there. Sorry.
We had a fantastic time, and yeah, it was totally different if Shavez is not there,
Oh, really?
especially if you have an event like that. But yeah, I think the team grew more closer, and yeah,
Team
really amazing.
team building. Huh?
Amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
But
So if you don't know Douglas is actually not really in a yacht, and he lives in the Philippines. We've got Darwin, he's an Australian, and then we've got Grace on the bottom left-hand side. She's actually a federal judge. Yeah, federal judge. But if you search
Retired.
for, well, she's forced to retire. If you search for Grace Zumba, Eyewitness News, you'll find that she was publicly reprimanded for her behaviour as a federal judge, and she runs the majorities of the WAS meetings, and she's gone AWOL recently, and we've just managed to find her again hanging out with the Financial Freedom team, who is the biggest community promoting WAS.
Is this the Financial Freedom team?
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
the normal.
You want to come back to doing these every night like I do, don't you?
No.
I've actually enjoyed doing VYB instead, you know. Anyway, here we go.
bonding. They're
Bonding, yeah, bonding.
in bonding.
Bonding. I think it's good, you know, that this everything has a purpose in life, right? So,
In the beginning, I was still, you know, in the thing from. Nah, I don't think Shavez is sick. I think it's just he's just playing an act, you know. And then I saw the pictures from the hospital, and I think this act is really going big, you know. He's really taking this serious, you know.
Okay, so my take on it is they know that I spy in their meetings, and I reckon they're feeding people shit. Because right here, we follow their social media like it's my heart pumping custard, but there's been no photos of him in bed other than the one I picked up today, which I think is there, and there he is there. So maybe I'm wrong, but it's not likely that I'd be in there. And here he is having a puff. Look at the poor
That
nerves.
guy does look like you.
Yeah, no, it does. A bit of a peaky nose on it. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. We'll carry on with this, just get to the end of it.
So then I had something like, nah, I think it's real. Yeah.
at some point.
They all know the
wow.
truth. That's what I reckon.
So David, Darren was asking, you know, can he buy all those, use all his BTC 20 assets and buy those $100 coupons in one account?
All right, so that's the first video, and that basically is just showing you that Shavez was sick, and that's the story they want us to buy.
Are they still on the Google Play Store and the Apple Store?
Yes, they are. But
Wow.
remember, they're actually on that store in another company. And we've got photos, which I won't bring up, but we've got photos of another brand that's coming out, and it has that same company name associated to it. But when you,
right, okay, yeah.
but when you go to that website of the company, it looks like a one-page company profile. It looks like something that they would have submitted, registered the company, get some royalty-free images, chuck up a few words about our company, because I've emailed them, you get no response. There's no phone numbers. There's no people in LinkedIn working in that company. It's just all bogus, fake company.
Yeah.
And I've actually found 5 apps in the Apple Play Store. Actually 4, I lie, because one wasn't a real company, so Flat Panzer told me. But anyway, so there's been 4 apps in the App Store lately that shouldn't be there, because I know they're actually scam based. But Apple's they must have hired some cheap support
Yeah.
staff. I don't know what's happening. So that's quite good. So the next video is a wee bit more lengthy. But if you're wondering why they're promoting this credit card so hard, you can listen to David as he explains how much commission they actually get. And I don't know if I actually, I think I would have to find it, but I think I can find it, because the commission they actually get is, if I go to my Avenger, and if I go to my, we're live now, and if we go there, there you are. I don't know if, it sounds a bit echo on that. So we go down to more, and I don't know if you can see it there, Rob, but that there is the profit they get. So if they sell $100 card, $55.
Oh my God.
It's amazing. And 200, if they sell a $500 card, which is, remember Boomerang? They used to give you $325 of selling a $500 Boomerang license.
So that's 55%.
Very good. Yeah, good man. And then if you sell the $1,000 card, so what they're proposing to do at the moment in this video, if you want to catch it, is they're telling people, now my battery in my camera may go flat, but we'll be back if it does, so don't panic. Just notice it's got that red thing on it. What they're telling people to do is to buy licenses and then use sell the licenses to friends and money for real USDT or cash. So I think that's called money laundering.
I don't know what you'd call it, but essentially, yeah, if what they're selling has no real value and what people are giving them has real value, it's hardly ethical, is it?
Oh, it's amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to this video, and if I disappear, I'm just going to change the battery in a camera. But what David does here, he explains how much money they're making and how they go about it. And also in this video, they were actually discussing how to structure yourself and the strategy you use to better yourself over making money. It's all, this is a private video that you wouldn't normally see. And they don't think anyone's spying on them, but I was in there doing my thing.
So, so David, Darren was asking, can he buy all those, use all his BTC 20 assets and buy those $100 coupons in one account?
Yep. You can just buy one account. Again, I hear a lot of people want to buy multiple coupons. And I would say, why would you do that? Because if you buy, for, let's say 300 times $100 coupon, you're not going to do anything with it. If you're going to send it to somebody via the email or whatever, it will not give you any value. And if you send it to somebody, in my opinion, it's, you say to the people from listen, now make a position and activate your coupon. I can send you the $100 in BTC20 and you can activate it. You can sell the $100 in BTC20 for everybody who wants still, you need that urge to sell.
There's many options there. You can say also to say, hey, come in, and I can give you a discount of 100 if you buy the 500.
Pardon?
You can say, okay, I give you $100 code, and you need to do an upgrade of 400. And
but we didn't talk before because yesterday you were gone. But I think we have to align first before we going to do different strategies. The only thing is what I know. For everybody here, it will run for 15 days. So if you want to do a lot of different strategies, that's okay. I can tell you if you want to roll this out, and then Douglas and I, we need to align before because we didn't have time to do that yet. So first of all, if you want to become big in this field now, then I would say create a lot of momentum in your structure. So now you can separate all the naysayers from the people who want to go forward, and you go to call people and you're going to show the back offices from your own pie. If you didn't do your pie, for what reason, then also we have a lot of pictures from Kevin, from the main account, from the big account. He made already, I think, I do not know, I asked him, but he was already above the 20,000 he made with his 140,000 what he put in.
$140,000. Now Kevin is one of the main guys, I believe, in Vietnam.
Okay.
And he was at the conference. Yeah. So it's actually the strategies that they're plotting are actually sickening, because these strategies are things that you're going to pitch your friends and family, and all they're really worried about doing is getting the commissions in.
Yep.
This has nothing to do with the credit card and what it alleges it does. And there's no proof it actually does anything they claim they do. So the credit card that they're trying to sell in the Polygold yield, I don't even really know what that is about. But all these platforms are all about the commission. They just want to get that money in. And they come up with strategies, they fool people. They wanted to get slides from Kevin because what he was what he had was the best scenario, and they want to show the best scenario rather than the person that put in their
The
money and
best
lost it.
strategy, yeah.
Yeah.
So again, we can provide you pictures, but tell the story.
And the fact
That is, I think, the most important thing what we need to do here. So I'm already calculating, Douglas. I need you after this Zoom. I need you to go through it, because I believe that I have an amazing opportunity.
So just to clarify this again, because this is these videos, they don't want them out. These are basically 30 people that have been in these meetings day in, day out for the last couple of years. And this is what they believe is their private meeting to a certain degree. And David is one of the head guys in it at the moment. So the fact that we've got these videos is pretty cool. But we're just showing, and these have gone to the FMA in New Zealand and any other government agents that wants access to these to understand what this scam is all about, just give us a ring.
Everything's amazing, isn't it? Like absolutely everything's amazing. Have any of these opportunities actually done what they said they'd do?
Well, just take Boomerang, for example. We track $250,000 a day being paid into their super wallet address from people buying a $500 license that were told that if they buy a $500 license, they'll get $1 million worth of flash loan money to go do arbitrage trading. And they would make $1,500 a day. And then people were told after you make your $1,500, you go buy 3 licenses, you make $4,500 a day. And when it launched, they told us that Polygon network was flooded. They couldn't handle it. Polygon rang up Shavez and said, hey, you're overloading our network because you're doing 300 transactions a minute. Now, Polygon network can handle 64,000 transactions per second. And that was the excuse. He said, we have to cease all the trading. And then he put a limit on everybody. So they could only do one fake arbitrage trading per day. And the average price that people were bringing in was about 35, 40 cents. So imagine how long it would take to burn through the $500 license that people bought. Some people paid $10,000 for a license, so it got worse. Long story short, Rob actually went through the website, right-clicked on it, and we found the code in the website that was generating all the fake results and the market opportunities. And when we released that video, and we exposed Shavez and his dirty deeds, the website actually come offline. And then it would go back online and we'd expose it again, and then it would come offline. We even got to the point when they were saying that the DApp was overloaded, that we were topping up the DApp with our money to prove that it would start.
Yeah, that it would go through. Yeah, if there was anybody attempting to trade. And talking about that overloading Polygon, somebody I know quite well emailed Polygon to ask them whether that was true.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, and they said no.
So we're seeing all
There
those.
was another thing as well. Who was it? Oh, I forgot who it was. There was some other group that they were supposed to be collaborating with, and I asked them whether if you had a crypto arbitrage thing operating on flash loans that could do basically what they were saying, like, would that be true? Would that be possible? And they said, well, why would you sell it?
Yeah. And this is the argument. I mean, why would you give away something? It's your company, you get your staff to do these tradings, and then even if you cut them in 50% of the profit,
You just wouldn't do it. Yeah, like it is essentially a license. It would have been if it was real essential.
Yeah.
It would print money.
Yeah.
So why would you give it away?
Well, it's stupid. You wouldn't. And just to go on a bit more, We Are All Satoshi was started by Sam Lee. Sam Lee was connected to, he was the founder of We Are All Satoshi. He claimed that 30% of the money that people purchased their We Are All Satoshi license with would go into the Vault Horizon. And the Vault Horizon, when Shavez and Sam Lee, I believe, are just puppets, and they're all working for Hypertech Group. That's my opinion. So you had all this money in the Vault Horizon that was meant to be safe.
No, it wasn't money.
It was tokens.
It was Bitcoin.
Oh, Bitcoin. Right. Good.
Yeah, money came in, purchased Bitcoin with it, And according to somebody over in Australia,
Mm.
Sam was purchasing Bitcoin because he was a billionaire and he could get Bitcoin at a discounted price. So they were going to profit from that as well.
Yeah.
And then it all went into the Vault Horizon, and then Sam went AWOL, and then Chavez decided to put it into the Cashar Bank. And they were paying something horrendous like 36% interest per annum, supposedly, paid out 3% per month. And then everybody was supposed to, at the end of, what was it, 500 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, was supposed to get their share of the Vault Horizon. Did that ever happen?
No, it was meant to be an insurance policy.
Yeah.
It just got crazy. So we've been following this all the way through, but people come in at the end of the scam, don't realize how many rinse and repeats, how many times they've gone and launched something and then everyone's lost their money. And the worst thing about it, they have refunded the money, but they haven't refunded the money. I should get that right. You pay in with USDT and they refund you back into BTCC. So these Pi licenses they're talking about you buying, you can buy them with your BTCC, which is your worthless token. It's literally like using Monopoly money to buy something in the game. And now what they're telling people to do is to go sell, I don't know, the utilities of Monopoly, like King's Cross and the Waterworks and all that.
If you go back, people had a bridge that you could send in USDT in order to get BTCC, and once you appreciated or made your money on BTCC, you could send it back along the bridge and get USDT. But then the bridge went down.
Yeah.
It never ever came back up.
Yep.
Yeah, which means all the good money could go in, and the bad money couldn't move anywhere, unless you gave it to someone else who actually paid you direct the USDT in order to get BTCC, in order to buy into one of these opportunities.
Yeah. And if you listen to this here, this is breathtaking because this is nothing about a credit card that you can theoretically use in every shop in the world. And you can basically use the credit card and it'll take the balance of your crypto. This is all about the commissions that you get along the way.
To move forward. But again, in my opinion, if you are going to buy coupons and you are going to send it to people's Pi account, you don't send leverage. You will get, the 5x, of course, from the coupon, but the free coupon has no 5x or whatever. So what is the benefit of making a lot of coupons? And people can then put that into Pi, but they need then to buy another. I think the best thing to do, if you have people who really want to go forward, you send them the $100 BTC20 to their account. First, they can send you the $100, and then you send them to the $100 in BTC20 so they can buy their own activation in Pi. If the people have themselves already BTC20 from the refund, they can do this also. They can activate their own Pi for $100. Then they can add up till $500 in BNB, USDT BNB. But they can also then send to their friends and family the $100 into the back office to the BTC20 wallet, and then activate from the 5th that Pi coupon from themselves, because then they can upgrade in the back office with $400 if they want to do the $500 package.
I hope you got all that.
Oh yeah, I got the part where you say hi.
Yeah, ABC leads to XYZ, and in there's J, but past K, because L and M's really where you want to be.
I do wonder
if you end up with MT.
I wonder if they're so entranced in what they're doing that they have lost all common sense.
Oh, I'm quite impressed how he could rattle that off so fluently.
Yeah, and don't forget he's sick at the moment as well.
Yeah, like the key thing is that the opportunities are supposed to be making money. The opportunities doing what they're supposed to be doing, what they claim to be doing, are supposed to be making money. But it seems to be that the only making money is when you sell people into the opportunities.
Yes. And it's what they call this new P2P network. And it's peer-to-peer transactions where it's, hey, Rob, give me $100 and I'll give you this.
Yeah.
Money in the back pocket. Rob goes, oh, what do I get? It doesn't matter. It's just, it really is just selling something that theoretically is worth something.
We're giving you beans that don't grow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And you can go sell those to whoever you want to get your original money back from what you paid us
You
for
should
the
be
beans.
grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah, or stupid.
We're giving you the strategy. Fail safe.
So you can build a big momentum with this one.
Ooh.
Really big momentum, because once they have done the activation, this package will be activated. So
And then what?
it will be activated, and of course, it's not ending after 30 days. So this is a running package.
Melissa, come on there for a second.
They don't sound very
Really
convinced,
amazing.
do they?
It's nice that all the licenses are lifetime now.
Yeah, of course, the free license is still there.
They're showing that that's also lifetime now.
Is that? But I looked, it was not lifetime. Let me see.
I can tell you it's not lifetime. And I don't even understand what they mean by
Maybe
lifetime,
because
not
you
lifetime.
already have it that you don't see it anymore.
So you
But,
buy a license
let me,
to do something.
Yeah, like if you purchase the license, you've got the
You don't
license
upgrade the free
for
becomes
perpetuity.
Opportunity.
Rather than you don't have to keep on renewing your license
DUI.
every 12 months or something.
Oh, that'll be it. Yeah.
No, still 30 days.
Oh.
But no,
How
Grace,
does that happen?
because you weren't
when you
listening
buy a
properly.
package, an upgrade package, then everything becomes lifetime.
Oh, you have to upgrade.
Yes. Sure. Upgrade.
And we'll find out in a few minutes that Grace has actually got $10,000 worth of BTCC that she can't do anything with.
Which is worth how much?
Well, nothing. But she thinks it's now she's going to tell people it's worth a lot, and she's going to do swaps, P2P.
It'll be quite interesting to know whether Grace actually believes what she's saying, or she's going to wake up one day and go, "Whoops."
G'day, Trey. Hey, JB. And what's that? Come job. Boy, that just about looks like sex from here.
I can't read that.
Con jobs ticks. Welcome to the people in the chat room, by the way. Nice you're watching. We'll carry on.
Then everything is left.
Oh, 11 people.
Okay, I made something for LQuid Pay. Let
Powered
me see.
by Visa.
1 second.
Yeah.
But not.
But Visa don't know about it.
Yeah, free package becomes lifetime.
So I think people, can you see my screen or not?
Just.
Yeah.
Thanks. Carry on.
I was sharing.
Not now.
Oh.
Yeah, try again. Hey, guys. Here he goes. Oh, nice trees.
Visa.
Okay, coupon card, the Visa card. We had such a big momentum on the Visa card. That was really, really amazing. I was rocking it. Douglas made the slide, and people were scanning it and really, really doing it. I got some people that I think they were closing the laptop where the QR codes were on there with my link. Every time I had to open the laptop and open it again. Very funny, but yeah, that was really something else.
So why that's relevant is because people were every time somebody scanned his QR code and they bought $1,000 card, he got a
$550.
Yeah, he got $550.
Unbelievable.
So other people there were like scavengers, no doubt, shutting his laptop, hoping that they're going to swipe their QR code. Isn't that incredible?
The strategy. Let me go back. You have 3 cards. Everybody knows it. And with this card, you can make a lot of money. Of course, you can advertise it on social media, and you can already go to people who have cryptos. I was talk to so many people with their own businesses they wanted to have, and they always ask, "Can we have white label? Can we have white label?" I said, "No, but you can have a label." Not white label, but a label. And the label is LQuid Pay, because this card will help your friends and family. So I made a strategy for them. The same strategy what I always do, the 7 position and then left and right on the working position.
Can you imagine going getting a card from MasterCard or Visa from your bank, and they go, do you want the left position or the right position?
Yeah.
And you go, what position? I just want you to give me the freaking card.
Yeah, I just want to be on top.
But I enhanced it a little bit.
Ooh.
These people were crazy. They all give me their phone number. They were all, we were making pictures, sending it to each other that we didn't forget. And we said, okay, we need to talk. We really need to talk. Stay in contact. And a lot of people already contacted me. And I said, give me a few days, and then I will be there.
So just remember when they were selling boomerang licenses in Dubai at their last big summit, we were watching $250,000 a day come in on
Boomerang.
Yeah. So I can only imagine that they had similar amounts of people there, and they were probably caning a lot of money. And and it doesn't matter what you have to offer when you go to Dubai at a crypto event. It seems like a lot of people buy it.
And surely at least somebody in this entire organization must have seen those Bloomberg videos.
Yeah.
And the absolute categoric statement from Visa, we are not involved. Visa are not involved. And yet, how many people are turning up for these meetings or are seeing these people that are in there upline, downline, sideline, whatever it is, and not saying, but what about that Bloomberg video? What about Visa saying that they're not involved? How come Visa's name is still on the card?
Yeah. And you think Visa would do something about it. And interesting enough, we've got 4 people here. We've got David, I believe he's in the Netherlands, maybe? Yep. And then you've got Darwin, who's an Australian. So he's not protected by Dubai. You've got Grace, who's in America. So, and then you've got I have actually had lunch with a Filipino police chief, a cybercrime.
Over in Aussie.
Yeah, when I went to the Global Financial Crime Summit. And these guys, right now, Erin West is actually in the Philippines going through old, human trafficking compounds. So, and she would have got invited there by the Filipino chief police that I met, probably. I don't know, that would have been made possible. So I'm saying these guys here are actually quite vulnerable. These videos condemning them, if you can read the FMA warning and ignore it. And like you said, if you can ignore Bloomberg investigating skills saying they're not connected with Visa, what the hell are these guys doing promoting a card with Visa on it when they know that Visa have declined they've got anything to do with them? It is total fraud.
Yeah, like there's no way you could miss this on your due diligence if you're trying to get into it. And there's no way that you could not hear anything if you are in it and you're promoting it. Like how do you plead ignorance on that?
And Bloomberg is one of the richest guys in the world, isn't he?
Michael Bloomberg, yes.
Yeah, so his newspaper has found this. Took 10 months to do those documentaries, videos that you saw with the evidence that we gave them. They're really thorough.
Very important.
Very important.
Once you have the card, and let people always send the money to you first. Never send the coupon and then wait for the money. Will not happen. Then we have, of course, the $1,000 card. That's an example. I know Douglas had the $100 card before, but come, we want to make money. So if you are selling the $1,000 card, you can sell a $400 BTC20. So for your friends and family who need TRC20, to go into Pi or whatever, now, because you are selling, you can buy from them the USDT and you send them, the USDT, so they can invest in Pi and in the other things. You sell the card. Very important. And you can make $400. And the other cards is $200 and $40. You can sell and you can buy a lot of things. But also, you
basically what's happening here is that people are being pitched a supposed Visa card that Visa don't know anything about. To get that card, which is a credit card, they're actually paying $1,000 to get the card.
Yeah.
Whereas if you actually went and got a real Visa card, it would cost you, or bugger all,
$60 a year if you're not.
Yeah.
If you haven't got a big enough bank account to merit. I don't even get a charge. I've got a $35,000 limit on my credit card, and I've got a titanium MasterCard.
Yeah.
And I remember them saying it's $60 a year, but I've never ever paid that.
Yeah. So the crazy thing is, in order to get into this, you'd have to be nuts to actually go and spend $1,000 in order to get the card, because when you get the card, it's got zero on it anyway. But what you can see here, anybody who's pitching you the card is doing it basically because they're going to make all of these massive commissions. So that $1,000 hasn't gone, preloaded onto that card. That $1,000 gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. The moment you pay it, it's gone. You're $1,000 down. So how
Wait, there's more. Because when you get the card, I'm pretty sure you have to set up you do. You have to set up KYC details.
All right.
Sam Lee, I've got Sam Lee who started We Are All Satoshi, and he was providing KYC things through his company at the time. I've forgotten what it's called all of a sudden. We've got evidence of them telling their own people how to set up KYC details to get past doing real details. They were offering advice to people on how to fraudulently set up their KYC details to keep their privacy.
And you do wonder what happens if you are giving people that you don't know and maybe you don't trust, or maybe you do, your KYC details and what's happening with those.
We've also got another video. We've got lots of videos of Shavez actually getting citizenship in some poxy little country in the world.
Palau.
Was it? Yeah, and he got his pack today, as he said. That's probably why he's sick in hospital. But we've got so much. There's nothing legitimate about this. Nothing, except I don't even believe these guys are getting their money off the platform. I believe they're actually got it in the back end of WOZ, or technically, where are they getting the commissions?
Yeah, remember in Boomerang there was massive commissions, and some of the people weren't getting paid their commissions, and it was something like a person described it as, well, you all have to go up the hill to go to the reservoir to get your water, which is your commission.
Yeah.
And they, as in the ones who are running it, are only putting X amount of water in there each day.
Yeah.
So yeah. So even the leaders, even the sellers, even the promoters, are not necessarily ending up with the money that they are.
Well, I reckon that the scammers are getting scammed.
Yeah.
And I would love to know if any of them. What I believe is happening is I believe that they're actually getting backhanders from the company behind it all. And I don't believe it's Shavez. I'm not going to give him the credit as company owner, but I know that influencers often get paid to promote. And somebody is very happy about something. I don't know how these guys maintain their happiness if they're not getting some form of payment for promoting this, because I can't see them getting off the platform.
Well, they've been going for years, haven't they? Like they really have been going for years, and it just seems to. They come up with the big thing. Like this is the thing. This is the thing, and we're getting ready to launch the thing, and we've had some problems. But we're going to launch. We've had some more problems. Oh, we've got something else coming up. Oh my goodness, what an amazing opportunity. And now there's something else. And then they get ready to launch that. And they've got some problems. Oh, there's another amazing thing. And it just keeps on going.
It's like
keeps on going.
Never-ending story. Hey, can you introduce our guest that's just popped into the chat room, please?
Who is that Susie?
Yeah.
Man, your eyes are better than me. Oh, where are you looking at? Oh, that's much bigger. Oh, hello, Susie.
Special agent. Good on you, Susie. We've got a team of Avengers out there providing us information. But this one here, I think this is the most condemning that we've had lately. We've had quite a few condemning ones. Let's carry on. Okay, Davis, give David enough rope and he will
get how you say it, the commissions, and everybody knows about. So how much can you earn? And I like this one, Douglas. You see, I changed the numbers a little bit because you can earn like $55 on a $100 card. Come on. $55 on a $100 card. You can earn $275 on the $500 card, and you can earn up to $550 in the $1,000 card. Why? Because you sell them your USDT. Now, there are still people who sell very cheap the BTCCs, so you can make extra an income there if you are creative.
So, am I right in thinking that you need 1,000 BTCC to purchase a credit card? And I don't know why they keep talking about Pi, but in LQuid Pay. And what they're basically saying is that you can buy BTCC cheap from somebody, well, some clever person that's trying to get out of it. So you can get those BTCCs cheaper than $1,000, and then use that to buy and get a commission of 400. And I don't, you know,
I don't know. Yeah, like, to be perfectly honest, I don't know. But the whole thing is that it seems to be that the value, regardless of what BTCC actually shows on any screen or any website, where, like, at the moment it's $102. You can't just swap your BTCC out. So essentially, if you can't move it out, one could say it's got no value at all. And it's definitely got no utility, except maybe contributing towards these things. But then it's only got utility contributing towards these if these have value. And there's no evidence these have got value either. But yeah, I'm a little bit confused about what he's talking there about, you selling your USDT. I would have thought you're selling your BTCC, but then I would have thought you're selling the bloody card anyway. So,
and just to add another cherry on top, this name of this company is called Affiliate Marketing. It used to be called Affiliate Marketing 2.0. And this purpose of the company that is now, so if you go to WOZ, they had their domain name taken off them. No one asked any questions about that. Their third domain name. And now they've got WAAS.network as their domain name for WOZ, which is Sam Lee, the founder. And then they've rebranded it to Affiliate Marketing 3.0. And the whole purpose of 3.0 is to come up with things that people will buy, and they get a commission every time they sell. And that's protocol yield. And yeah, there's coming soon. But if you go back to the origins of Affiliate Marketing 3.3, they claim to be a DAO. They set themselves up in the state of Wyoming as a DAO. They provided fraudulent information. They got struck off because they didn't have public identifiers. They got 60 days to do something about it. They failed to do anything, and they got struck off. And would you believe, about 2.5 months after that, they registered themselves back in the state of Wyoming as a DAO.
back in,
Exactly the same name. I still can't get over how the state of Wyoming can do that.
as if nothing had happened.
And it doesn't help people who are trying to do their due diligence.
I can remember years ago, I say years ago, it probably was even years ago, when because they created their own blockchain, they were looking for use cases for their blockchain.
Yep.
Do you remember that? And Chavez was on one of the meetings saying that he was meeting with various people who actually wanted to use their blockchain.
The toilet paper.
Yeah, and even like there was all that chat coming up about Ponzi schemes and scams and all that, and it was just bizarre. But the language used, but yeah, here we are. I haven't had anything to do with this for like best part of a year now.
Same shit, different day.
And you walk straight back into it, and you think, those people who got into We're All Satoshi right at the start, which would have been going on 2 years ago, have they made any money? Have they made any money
Real money.
from how? Yeah, real money from how they said it was going to make money,
Yep.
or have they just made any money? If indeed they have made any money, like for example, the people who bought a boomerang license for $10,000. How much of that $10,000 have they got?
They've got hope.
Yeah, well, they should have the $10,000 plus everything else.
Yeah. Nothing's eventuated.
Yeah, nothing ever says it. I'll rephrase it. Nothing ever does what it says on the label.
I'm a scam buster, as you know, and I fight these scammers. And this one here is actually swimming against the tide fighting, because people don't realize you're actually swimming up the stream trying to stop these scammers. And it was actually Queen of Karma, she's another YouTuber, who said the other day, you actually don't expose the scammers, you help the victims. And, you know, there's a lot of victims out there, people that invested in this, and they go away quietly and don't say much. They don't want to dob their friend or family member who got them into it. Their family, friend, or whatever's still involved in it.
And we'll go and rope someone else in.
Yeah. So it is, we're here to help the victims. We can't stop these guys. But the good thing about that is they can't stop us and we can't stop them. We can cause disruption, have a bit of fun, take the piss out of them.
And Susie's comment says there is a 60-40 split on We're All Satoshi products, except for Pi, which is actually PY, which is obviously protocol yield. So if you're new and don't have BTCC, you're a target. Those that have it will sell it peer-to-peer. So, for example...
at the pub, I'll buy you a beer and I'll give you this.
Yeah. The only kind of use case or utility of BTCC is to buy into these new products. Susie said the problem with this is there is no tracking of these transactions. That's the transactions where you're selling your BTCC. So there's no tracking of a straight swap for USDT for the BTCC, I'm assuming. Susie says the problem with this is there is no tracking of those transactions within We're All Satoshi, thus a pathway for laundering.
Yep. And also, I'm sure if you got given, I think the people got the point. Let's condemn them a little bit more.
And I hope that you are. So, of course, you get 0.1, 0.3, 0.2, and 0.3 from the residual, and 10 till 15%, 10% plus 5% from the networking. And of course, the cashback. This cashback is really something else. People really like it. Also there in Dubai, they were really like, okay, I'm having a real estate background. And I said, listen, you have the card. You can send it to them, to your card. You can do it for them. I said, in legal issues, if it doesn't possible, you let them sign up with you another card, their card from themselves. And when they use the card, you earn like 0.3%, because these people, you don't talk about.
So is that the sales pitch, that you get a commission every time your mate, if I give you the card, you go out and buy, he says in a minute, $500,000 car.
Yeah,
and
you
get 3% of it.
get 0.1%, 0.2%, or 0.3% residual income. But remember, you're $1,000 down.
Yeah.
So just put that into context.
It's a Ponzi scheme, isn't it?
Yeah. If you were getting 0.3%, let's say it's 0.33%, because that'll be easier for me to calculate. How much would you have to get? You'd have to get 300. Someone would have to spend $300,000. $300,000 on a credit card for you to get your commission to equal the amount that you bought your card for.
$300,000.
$300,000, and that's assuming that you actually get paid out.
Yeah. Yeah. So
plus you get a 1%, a 2%, or a 3% discount, which is ironic, given that most of the time when you purchase with a credit card, there's actually a fee stuck on top. So you may be getting a 1 or 2 or 3% discount, but you're possibly paying a 1.5 to 4.5% a surcharge.
Yeah.
A card less than $1,000, because if they want to swipe a 500,000, they do not want to do 10, 20, 50, 100 times a swipe.
So just so you know, if you've got a $1,000 card, you can do transactions at $100,000 a snap. No one's proved it yet.
Oh, excellent.
So he said if you want to do a $500,000 transaction on your credit card, would do that.
Here's a question for you and for Susie and anybody else who's out there. The one thing, this is supposedly a credit card, but you remember right at the start, there was that big debate between Grace and Shavez about whether this was actually a credit card or a debit card. As in, do you have a credit limit, or do you have to stick money on the card before you can use it? So it's kind of like an FPOS card instead, or a debit card, because you'd be able to use it online. So yeah, that's one of the key things. If you purchase a card for $1,000, do you get a credit limit? Like do you get access to credit?
No.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that.
Oh, you could always bring up Visa and ask them.
You could, who don't know anything about it.
Right. They just want to do 5 times the 100,000 with the $1,000 card. Yeah. Okay, so always work in your working position, left and right. This is the 3 position in your pay lag in the binary. You can see here, this is, you have $1 million on the right and 10,000 in the left. So the left side
like
is
one,
then
isn't
the working lag, the pay lag.
45-degree angle?
You see financial freedom 2 in this example is the working position. Why? Because financial freedom 1 has on the right side 1 million and on the right side only 10,000. Yeah?
Yeah.
So this is the position where you build left and right.
Do you know why they got $1 million on the left? Because they got $1 million from Shavez. So that is
Right.
stuck in their system, in their virtual world of Monopoly.
Now, Susie said, and she's going to have to explain this with a follow-up comment, it's collateralized with your USDT. So what does that actually mean?
If you have the money in your, if you have $50,000 in your crypto wallet, they will let you use the credit card using that as credit, I believe. That's what she might be saying.
Right. So it's actually a credit, supposedly, it's a credit card that allows you to spend your crypto.
She's going on about the pyramid shape. You can see it as well. Yeah. All right, let's go on for a bit.
Left and right. And that's, you see it also, make together with your new member a position in WAS. Always let them build the 7 position. If you don't do
I thought they were 69.
fine for me, but afterwards, don't call me. Because a lot of people, they say, yeah, but how can I correct it? You just make a triangle in your working, in your pay lag. Anyway, I make this and you can change it. I will send you this PowerPoint to everybody. You can change this if you just do it not in full screen. You can change this and here and this. You can change it and then you can make a nice picture from it. So that is very easy. So also here, super easy to do. And this is what you have to explain because this is a little bit gray. It is not good visual and people forget it. Very important that you make this very, very simple for people to do it. And yeah, I think this is good. Let me. I think
Is that Susie?
this is good. I can send this all to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Jean-Claude, you have a question.
Yes, David, you had a good time by the sound of it, eh?
I had really a good time.
Good. David, my issue
mate.
is that LQuid Pay card, I
Come
can't
join
get
us if
it.
you like.
I'm in
Oh, is
Mauritius.
that Chuck?
It doesn't look, I can't get it down.
Woodchuck, have a good
Do I have the same problem as South Africa? It seems to be very close. I think you are very close to the big bosses there. Maybe they can make a plan.
Yeah, let me see. Mauritius is in the list of the countries.
Yeah, it is in the list.
All right, so this gets a bit boring from now. I think we've covered enough.
Yeah.
There's just only one other thing. Well, first of all, let's what have we got? Absolutely. So you can't use your card unless you have moved USDD into a wallet that is linked to the card. Oh, I see. So that's dangerous in itself. Because theoretically,
yes. So you have to trust that when you actually move your crypto, your stable coin, apparently, your stable coins into that card, that no one's going to run away with everything on the card. So imagine if the card just collapsed.
Go on, burgers.
Gonski.
So this guy comes on, asks some funny questions. I don't think we're going to learn anything really much from listening to that. The only other thing I thought was quite funny was the next video that we have, and I'm not going to even tell you what this is, but when we go, I think we do need to listen to some of it because you've got to put it in perspective here. Grace has been running every single meeting for a year and a half at least, every day, 2 times a day. And now she's asking questions like she's new on the block. She doesn't, and it's amazing. So she's got $10,000. I don't know if it's going to get into it quickly.
share.
Yeah, no. Now we
You got
can
it.
see it. Yeah, we see it, yes.
You see, I've got this 127 here.
Yeah, okay.
And
You just click on
says
withdraw.
and it
Yeah.
says withdraw.
Yes,
doesn't-
click on it, please.
Doesn't mean withdraw though.
I go on to withdraw. And here
Okay.
I will put my
Address, yeah.
address.
Yes, yes.
And this meeting, what's funny about this part, the guy's actually going to start reading out his password. And he goes, don't tell us your password. And he goes, oh, it doesn't matter. I don't have any money in there anyway. So it got really pathetic. But I think the funny part was when Gracie Baby starts asking questions. And I want to see if she's, maybe I just want to see, because she was really asking some dumb questions. Even if you swap, let's say, Solana for USDT, there is a cost associated to do that. So what are you gaining by using the card? And obviously nothing.
Yeah, and I would have thought as well that if you were transferring your stable coin into that card, it's actually going into somebody else's wallet, isn't it? Like at that time, it's not moving into your wallet in that card. It's moving into someone else's wallet. So you're trusting that when you spend the card, that crypto is now completely out of your control, and you're having to have total trust in that other person.
I don't know if that's the case, but I think that would make sense. You know?
Well, I will prove that is the case.
Yeah, okay.
So, for example, you're not opening up a wallet on a third party, a trusted third party's app that card has access to. Are you? Yeah, like it's you're moving it into someone else's wallet, i.e. the card's wallet.
I'm not sure, it could be
and
wrong.
you don't have control of it.
So let's say you've got the app and you've downloaded it.
Yep.
The app may allow you to deposit money into the app, which doesn't mean it's yours.
The app, as in, and help me here, but the app is not a network, is it?
Oh, good. Thanks. My chat, you said the mic sounds good. No. Well, no, I don't. I think you're right, because I think the app, like for example, let's just go really shady here. Apple have been notified that the company behind the app is fraudulent, doesn't exist, not the real entity.
Yeah.
If you did use the app and you were using the app to put your USDT in, and you can see your USD on the app, what happens if Apple decide to take that app off the App Store?
Yeah. Like this is the whole thing. It's like, and I thought I had my wallet in my pocket, but I haven't. But yeah, if I actually took out physical money out of my wallet and I put it into your wallet, which is the card wallet, if you like.
Oh, now
and then I swipe the card, that's coming out of your wallet, because it's not in my wallet anymore. It's in your wallet.
Yeah.
And then if you decide to shut your wallet, I'm going to swipe the card and nothing's going to happen.
Well, let's just say 1,000 people have bought the card. Let's say 1,000 people have loaded up their wallet, and now Shavez says, oops, I'm not really sick in hospital. Hey, Susie, I don't know if you've seen it. Where is my mouse gone? But this is Shavez. We caught him today. Because I delivered the FMA warning to him, and he's just fagging it up in hospital. It's friggin' hilarious.
Just in the interest of transparency here, hello, Insolvent Wallet. Insolent Violet. Oh my God.
Insolent Violet?
Insolent Violet, sorry. Hello. And Susie says, I haven't explored this much, but the We Are All Satoshi pitch is that you control a wallet. But I would question whether that's true.
Let's have a breakdown of control. Yeah. Because my ex-wife said I was really controlling. I wasn't.
What's that?
My ex-wife said I was really controlling.
No, I can't believe that. Is that okay that I say that, Danny?
Oh, you said it.
Oh.
It doesn't matter now.
Well, you gave me a whole list of orders before I came online.
Yeah, that's right. I said, don't sneeze, don't cough, don't fart. And he's done all three already in the first minute. So that is Shavez. He's fagging it up in hospital. And welcome to Incident Violet. That's a pretty cool name, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, I think I'm saying it wrong. All right, so last bit I want to finish on because it is Friday or whatever night it is.
Yeah, and I've got another drink out there.
I know, I'm getting there. I want to listen to
peanuts.
Yeah, peanuts. I want to listen to Grace, baby, because she goes on and she just shows you how funny her thinking is.
Grace, baby.
Hopefully this is Grace.
No, you get OTP.
Let's go to Grace.
Today we get out.
I've now got 120.
So it will go.
Oh,
I don't know.
I might be in the wrong video.
Why?
Did it go through?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
This is funny.
it will go through.
It will go through.
Now.
Yeah, it will go through. It takes a bit of time for me. The internet is not that good.
That's okay.
The internet's not good.
It's okay now.
Right.
So
South Africa, third world country.
Yeah, it's in there.
They did mention booze, Chuck.
So now for me to buy, it's not. It's that special.
Hold it. I want to see if we can get Gracie
to transfer the money to buy SD, which was in
time. So this 3x is waiting for you. The 8,932 is waiting for you. When
which one?
Fantasy money.
This one.
No. You already
This
got
one,
it.
Yeah.
At the moment, you get an affiliate. Yeah, you grow in your affiliate. You have personnel or the accounts or whatever you use. That will be deducted from there, right?
Yeah.
Cool, it's exciting.
Right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And so that's the amount that you can earn before you fall into unclaimed income, right?
Exactly.
So once you reach, your credit reaches 8,932.
Yeah.
You will need to put more money, buy something in that account.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will go into unclaimed income and you'll only have 24 hours to be able to put more into it. Otherwise, the income goes away.
Yeah, but that will take a long time.
Otherwise, your income goes
now,
away.
can you imagine your bank saying you've been given interest on the money that's in your bank?
But you got to use it now.
Yeah, 24 hours, it's gone forever. Where does it go?
Yeah.
But anyhow, if you buy a Pi package, it's also the 5x. It will be 5x. So in the 5x, you get then 2,500 more on top of the 290. But the 290 will be used
the monopoly money
for the 3.0, right? Yeah. So that's why you get more tokens every day.
Oh.
So the difference between Pi and between 3.0 is that 3.0 will only be used for affiliate money. Yes. This money, what's now there, from the 100 you put, that will go into tokens, 3.0 tokens, right? So.
Yeah. So the Pi at the moment is a better.
Yes.
Much easier and better.
Yes, it's very easy, and it's direct,
content
direct action
doesn't work.
Everyday action. Okay,
good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a nice day.
I look forward to that trip in that boat, eh?
Okay, sure. Me too.
I'm first in line, Jean-Claude.
Oh, we'll get rid of that one. Yeah, but I think it's here I was meant to click. Just so you know, this is, I don't know how to say it, Merida. This is the company that has got the app in the App Store. So this company here is theoretically the company behind LQuid Pay. And we did see pictures that Susie sent through of this new brand that they've got. And we did see this name once again on there. So this is nothing to do with Shavez. I don't know if you can see Shavez. I'll give you an idea. So this is Shavez. This is what he looks like. And if you can see him in here, in this company, let me know. Because remember, Shavez has been on Bloomberg talking about 9Pay, which we've got him on video saying he's rebranded 9Pay to LQuid Pay. And this is the company behind it. Now, we've seen documents where they are trying to, let's say, protect the company with their copyright under this name, because this company.
So Chavez said that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because he's trying to get a copyright
So that's the name that he applied to get onto the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the developer.
Yeah. And if you go to liquidpay.com, you'll find the full story, because we just so happened to get leaked the name of the credit card before he launched it and got the .com, and then we've used that to expose him. So I don't sleep much because I'm always after these bastards. But I'm always, as I've said earlier, I'm here to help the victims. So if you've been a victim, reach out to me, tell me your story, and I will use it to help other victims.
It should be open, but hey, America is also there. Let me ask you. Let me look into it. What do you do not get? Do you get the email not, or what?
I'm just going to speed up.
I'll show you now. Just give me 1 second. I downloaded the LQuid Pay app version not found.
And did you do LQuid?
Oh my God.
LQuid Pay. You have to look for LQuid, not liquid, but LQuid.
And if he goes,
you don't do that.
LQUID Pay.
And you cannot find it. And you have Apple or Android?
I've got Android. I've got the nice little sign and everything, but it tells me that it can't find the
scam's up, David.
Okay, now do me a favor. I'm going to share this. And when you scan this code here, from the right code, you know, from this one, Google,
yeah,
with your camera.
Just give me a sec.
Just while he's scanning that, LQuid Pay, what does Susie say?
I'm surprised to see Grace here. She gave up her post as the moderator for UK and US Prime, and she says Orbix, is it, also has Merida Limited in their terms and conditions. This is crazy land. Apple, Google, your controls in checking this stuff are weak. It's quite amazing, really, when you think about it, how Apple pride themselves on making sure how secure their app store is. Really, yeah, like if I had offered odds on this, getting on that app store.
Well, I said we've got what's that app? Something app. There's an app out there.
There's a few.
No, fitness something. Some fitness app.
Oh yeah.
Smart. Well, we knew smart app.
Steps.
Smart Steps. We got official confirmation because they couldn't get in the Apple store. Their whole Ponzi scheme fell over. And then you've got GetFit, which is Lynette, and she's been in behind MLM, and they are trying to change their structure of their company from multi-level marketing to affiliate reward, so that they can get the app in the App Store, and they find it really, really hard. And I said they'll never get in there. And then along comes this, and I said they'll never get in there, and they got in there. So I take my hat off to Shavez for bypassing the system. But at the end of the day, like I said earlier on, if you've got your crypto in the app and you need the app to access it, and the app falls off the Apple Store, you're buggered. And then I bet they'll use it as an exit strategy. Turn the key off. And all your money that's in their wallets that you can't control, say goodbye. Let's see if you got there, eh? So did we cover what Susie said?
Well, essentially, I think so.
Yeah, so Orbit was also, Orbit is basically under the same company umbrella that has got the app on there.
Jean-Claude is South African. That's about all we know.
Yeah, yeah. He's also a bit strange.
Yeah, open.
I'm sort of tempted to do it, aren't you? Where's your phone?
No, I have got my phone.
Continue. Fill in you want me to fill in my email. What's that got to do with it? Access your content. Create your. No, that's not the one.
I haven't got Google Play.
Douglas, can you scan it also, Ken? Once more.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if this is a good. If the code is still
only
good.
2.3.
It's like it's got one. It takes ages. I used to have an app in the App Store.
Doesn't
10,000 downloads.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Share the screen.
Oh yeah, 1 second.
I'm not sure about this one.
This one.
There's not many.
And if you do, if you have done this, write a review on the app, because it does make a difference.
Now.
Game changer.
You need to,
Classic.
Crazy.
if you have Android, there's a square you need to press, right?
Well, when I scan it, it works.
Yeah, it works. Oh, is that Chantal?
On Android.
Oh, no. They all sound like Chantal.
Okay, I've got Android here. LQuid Pay installed.
Anyway, we figured that works, but I can't see, and I don't really want to go on all night long, but I'm pretty sure
you can earn $275 on the 500. You can send it.
Do we? I don't know.
Yeah, let me see. $400. If they, but again, in my opinion, if you are going to buy really doing it, I got some people that I think.
Yeah, so we've basically covered everything here. What I'm getting at is Grace claims she's got $10,000. She didn't know what to do with her money. She was literally going to chop it up into 100 Pi licenses and then find 100 so-called friends to trade so they could get into it, so she could get some cash out of it. And that's basically the whole system, really. So that's not Chantal's voice. Yeah, I know that. If you notice in the Apple App Store, the link for what's the name of the company? Marita Limited goes to Liquid Finance. Oh my God, really? That is hopeless. So interesting. So if I went to my version of Liquid Pay, Liquid, there it is there. So what I've done is I've set up, now they've done a denial server attack against this website, which means I have to put Cloudflare to access this. And in here, you can go through, and there's some other pretty hard hitting evidence. So first of all, there's Shavez, and this is him sitting, being interviewed by Bloomberg. And you come down here, and this is the statement. Visa said in a statement that it has no relationship with 9Pay. And Vera, he said he has relationships with some sort of company thing, whatever. And that's all bullshit. But if you go through here, you can actually go through and read all about 9Pay, because I managed to get the pitch deck before they even launched. So it's quite an extensive website. It spent me a whole 5 hours setting it up. But the one that really is breathtaking, if you click on downloads, this is the one here which really gets me going. And we won't open all these links, and we've covered these in other videos. But this is Liquid Pay. So what they do is they rely on copying other people's brands, from legitimate companies. And here you can look at Dodo app, and then you got there's D0D0.app is their website of one of their scams, and then versus dodo.com, and that's the real site. They both have silly birds on them. And then Capital 3 Dell is the scam, and then there is another company out there called Capital 3 Dell as well. And you can click on these links and go through to the website. And then there's another company called Capital 3, which is also real as far as I can see. And then when 9Pay was out, there's another company the very similar company that does very similar sort of stuff. And that was their website address before that went down. And then there's the real company. And the same with, I think you've mentioned this before, Bitcoin Code. There's another company out there called Bitcoin Code as well. And Liquid Pay, Liquid Group. And they've got an app in the App Store, and they do something with finance. And when we found that Protocol Yield and their app were the same as Signally, and now the disgusting thing about this whole video, and the reason why I want to do this video, is because Signally have now got them at their SigChain Summit, and Shavez is one of the advertisers, and sponsors, and it's just absolutely breathtaking. So I would encourage you, if you are thinking about getting involved with Liquid Pay, go to
Absolutely do it.
Oh yeah. Well, you're gonna make $1,000.
Yeah.
$550.
I would not.
Should we do one together?
No.
I'll buy yours, you buy mine.
No.
I'll give you $550.
No.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool. So I think that's pretty much it. I think we've covered it really. So check out that website. If you haven't seen it, I think I can copy that into the chat room, and I think we cover ourselves quite nicely off of that. And I don't think, do you have any final words there, Rob?
The end.
The end. So we've got a new mic and new lighting today. I went out on a bit of a splurge and we're just giving it a bit of a demo. Rob come over with envy's eyes to see what I'm doing. But that
I came over to drink my vodka.
Yeah, and it's been out there. All right, guys. So as I say, that's us. Now, what have we got? Make a
syndicate. We'll buy.
Oh, and this is why we are sometimes a little bit in the dark, because we theoretically we don't buy into these programs. We were tempted the other day to buy a $25 license for something because we wanted to find the mechanics. I think it was VYB. We were going to buy so we get access to the back end, but we didn't. I don't think we did we, Susie?
I don't want access to your back end.
So there we go. Well, that's us. Thank you very much for being here today. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Please like, share, whatever you do, share, subscribe, like, and do the harker if you want to. Cup of tea, Milo. Woo. All right, guys. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Smile.